Hey everybody, this is Rocket here, and I wanted to take a look at my favorite all-time, I guess I should say all-time favorite niche market research tool, and this is called Market Samurai. Now Market Samurai has been around for almost 2 years now, and they've just had some recent updates that really changed the application quite a bit, and I'm using version 0.8738. So what we want to do here, this is the initial page, and we're going to create a new project. Now the keyword that we're going to look at in my example here is going to be dog training help. And went ahead and filled in the keyword, which is required, and everything else is automatically filled in for us. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave everything else the same. The language is English, our region is the entire world, and I'm not including adult content. I'd really hate to see what we got with that. So I went ahead and hit create, and our next page is going to show us all the tools that are available for this keyword. That says coming soon, so it's not exactly available yet, but we have 8 tools within this application that we can use. Now the first one I want to look at is our keyword research tool, and that's going to be the focus of this video. Now from this new interface here, we've got our keyword research filter, or actually this is the tool itself, and this will allow us to pull in keywords based upon our original keyword that we are looking at, which is dog training help. And our phrase length here, you can see we have a minimum of 1 word and a maximum of 10 words for each keyword. Now I like to set this at 3 minimum, and usually all words will stay around 3. We might get some 4, and if we decide I don't like any of the words that we get, we can bump that up. Now after that, really all we have to do is generate the keywords. Okay, now we've just downloaded all the suggested keywords from the Google Keyword Tool, and you can see right now we have 711 keywords that it has found that would be useful to us, and it's excluded 75. Now I do not want to research 711 because that will take forever, so I'm going to break this down and focus on words that I like. Now over here we can actually include additional keywords, but for right now I'm dealing with 711, so I'm not going to add any more keywords. But I am going to move down to the second box and add positive keywords. So I would like to include the word dog. So we went ahead and hit update, and what's happened is it's filtered out or removed any suggested keyword that does not include the word dog in it. You can see we've gone down from 711 to 507, and actually will tell you how many keywords it removed. Let's include obedience along with this, and we'll do an update. See, now we're taken down to 60 active keywords, which is much more manageable. So our next step after we've got a manageable amount of keywords is go on to the keyword analysis, and there's a button down here in the right hand corner that lets us move on. Okay, the keyword analysis tool page lets us basically filter out and find the keywords that are going to be good enough to generate some revenue off of. Now the first thing that I like to do is go through our presets down here for our match type. Now I like to leave it broad, since usually most searchers do not include quotes, which would be an exact phrase result. And I change my period to monthly because, you know, throughout the month you're not going to find an even amount of searches per day, so keeping it at month, it gives us kind of an overview idea of what keywords are going to be better. And we'll leave it as no filters at the moment. Now in addition to that, I like to include total searches, and on top of that I like to have a minimum of 100 searches. Now this is based upon daily, so at 100 searches a day, that means it's going to have a minimum of 3,000 searches a month. Now already it's beginning to remove things, and we've actually excluded 45 items. You can see searches that are appearing. Now I can see that some of these over 40,000 are probably going to be a little more competitive to rank for than the ones that are under 10,000. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and click Analyze Keywords. Okay, looks like it's nearly finished. Okay, we finished here. Now we can look through our results here for the I guess we excluded another one, 14 active keywords. Now it says we've had difficulty retrieving one cell for SEO competition, and actually I see 2 there, but that's fine. Those aren't very good ones anyways. So anyways, here we go. We're going to look at these keywords. Now the first ones right here are pretty, let's see, there's quite a few searches, and I can already tell, yep, we can see this one and this one right here, what's our dog obedience training and dog obedience train. Their competition is over 500,000. Those are going to be keywords that are going to be extremely hard to rank for. Now, in order to get rid of these, I'm going to have to change my filters again here at the top. And since it's already pulled up our information, this is going to work pretty much right away. So I'm going to make it a maximum of 30,000 for our SEO competition. And the SEO competition is the number of results that are found in the search engines. So I go ahead and I've entered that. Now it's showing only the results that have less than 30,000 competition on the search engines. So we can see we are down to 5 total now, and 2 of them we did not get any information back. Now we can see that we have dog obedience trainer, dog obedience trainers, and dog obedience schools. Now looking at these, it looks like dog obedience schools gets 6,600 searches per month, which is over the 3,000 minimum that we wanted. It also has less than 15,000, actually 12,200 for our competition. Now looking at the rest of the information, this may appear to be a good word, but however, there's some other things to take into consideration. Our phrase to broad ratio is only 13%. Now ideally you would want to have this as 100%. This means this really gives you an idea of, is this a keyword that people are actually searching for? And according to this, only 13% of the time are these words used in this order to find this result. So what we have here really isn't that good. But we'll continue on here. We can see that the trending is not very well for dog obedience schools either. Over the past year, it's been pretty low compared to the ones above it for dog obedience trainer and dog obedience trainers, which are much higher. However, looking at our actual what advertisers would pay for a single click, it's $4.22. Now that is a pretty expensive click right there, and that could be very beneficial, even if you have a website that's only getting about 13% of the traffic that it could be. So that gives us an idea of the value of these words. Now what we want to do is go back and search again for something that has a higher PBR and possibly even a lower competition. In order to do that, we just want to go back to our keyword generation tool, and we can go back and begin removing parts and starting over again. So I've removed obedience this time, and I'm going to include training, and we'll update, and this gives us 86 keywords to work with. Now we can go back and analyze these once again. And we're back over here, and I can leave everything the same, and I just need to analyze once more. Okay, I've gone back and added our new keywords into the research tool, and I've analyzed them once again, and we can see the results from our new set. and we can see that we have aggressive dog training, which shows up as being searched 4,400 times a month. Its PBR is much higher than what we saw before at 66%, so this is going to be more likely to be searched. Now our competition, however, is much higher. It is nearly 30,000, so it's right at the maximum that we want to find. And of course our trends, well, it looks like in January this year it's been very high, and looks like it's grown over the past year. It's worth $1.86 per click for the #1 bidder in AdWords, so you can expect to make $1.86 per click maximum. The maximum daily value then for the amount of traffic that it receives is $113.15, and the maximum value for the entire month would then be almost $3,500. Now this is a much better keyword to rank for. However, you're going to run into a little more competition than you would have with something that does have less competition, of course. So we can continue to go through this and find better keywords until we get something that is much lower on its competition. We could go for something that has a higher phrase to broad ratio, and we could even find something that even pays more per click. However, due to time limitations, and this is only being an example, I'm not going to continue to look, but this gives you an idea of how to search for a keyword. And if you feel like you're up to it, go ahead and try to rank for aggressive dog training. Seems like it would, if you have an existing website, it really wouldn't be that hard to rank for, especially if you have an exact match domain. Since we haven't done the research, this might not be available. But again, this was an example, and hopefully this will let you get a little more insight on how Market Samurai works, and if you choose to use it, great for you. It's an excellent program, and I use it daily, and I highly recommend it to anybody who is interested. So again, this was Rocket, and thanks for watching.